What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are back with Alan Wake 2 as I continue to sit here and try and figure out how to record with OBS and not have my game freeze up every time. Like it runs fine on my screen. It freezes up in OBS. I don't know. I've tried multiple fixes and it's not working. You know, I've checked, made sure all my drivers are up to date, making sure everything's good. I keep every so often getting told that my capture card is, I don't know, some unknown USB device or whatever, but I unplug it, replug it in, and it works fine. So, no idea what's going on with that, but I don't know. My guess is it's something with OBS. I'm going to try and record maybe without the oh my god, the preview. Just kind of turn that off and record for an hour or so and see if it freezes up at any time. But yeah, I'm running out of fixes. You know, I don't want to have to. Oh my gosh, I don't want to have to restart my computer between every recording. It's really frustrating. Like, I cut this one off at around the half-hour mark because usually it freezes at 48 minutes. I got up, stepped away for a second, came back, and it froze. So I'm like, okay, so it only lasts about 48 minutes. It's weird, but I was told in the last video that I recorded like this because I'm doing commentary in Premiere afterwards, that I'm talking over dialogue. That's not dialogue. That was just a random radio thing for where I walked up on. No, I'm half joking. I do need to be careful not to step on the toes of dialogue when I record like this. My last Cyberpunk video was a little bit of a rambling mess. Although I'd argue that's a good chunk of what I do here. So, fighting off these guys. God, again, they keep hitting me my freaking blind spot. So I'm gonna try and drop a gas can there. Boom. Get the shadow off him, pop him a few more times, down he goes. And there's just this one dude flighting around. Kind of looking back on this one, I should have healed. Should have healed, but I'm just kind of trying to frickin' find him. Actually, now that I think I saw something for maybe an Alex Casey lunchbox. Let's see if I can. It's hard to tell because of the screen effect, because I'm so hurt. Like, I wasn't sure. It was by that, I think by that sign that was just in screen. This is my problem. I just filling the guy with holes and just will not go down. I love the smoke effect on the gun after you fire. Like, this game is not my favorite thing to come out recently. I don't hate it. Yeah, and I died. You know, I don't dislike this game. Any way, shape, or form. I think the devs did a great job with it, but something about it just didn't click with me. Sorry, I'm doing it again. I'm just rambling to fill time. But I guess I don't know. At times like this, I feel like it needs it, because otherwise it's just running around the woods. I don't know. If it really bugs you guys, please tell me in the comments. I'll go back to the old way of doing things. I really like this, just because it's easier for me. But again, I'm trying to find a way that not only works for me but works for you guys as well. So what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to find this this cult cache. It's up here. So there are 200 vehicles in a factory consisting of bicycles and cars. Each car has 4 wheels. Bike has 2. There are a total of 750 wheels 54 wheels in the factory. And I just kind of made a cut to when I solved the equation, because it's math. So essentially, let me pull up this Games Radar article, because I think they lay out the equations really easily in the steps. So let's see here. So the steps to figuring that out are, there's 200 vehicles. That's cars and bikes, or C and B. C for cars, B for bikes. So the initial equation is C plus B equals 200. Okay. Then we know there's 750 wheels. So we know the car has 4, bike has 2, so 4C plus 2B equals 754. Next, we can simplify a variable by going C plus B equals 200 by subtracting B from C, or subtracting B from both sides. There we go, to get C equals 200 minus B. Then we can go to the other equation and go 4C plus 2B equals 754. We can substitute C for 200 minus B to get
Tor and Odin claim to be my family.
Dialogue play.
I know Logan and I never lived here, but I don't know enough about my family history to say they're not my relatives. Mom only ever said my grandfather was bad news. The less I knew about him, the better.
To get 4 times 200 minus B plus 2B equals 754, makes 800 minus 4B plus 2B, 754, makes 800 minus 2B equals 754, which then simplifies down to 800 minus 2B equals 754, to 800 equals 754 plus 2B, to then subtract 754 from both sides. 2B equals 46, making B equal 23, and then going back to 200 minus 23 for 177.
Oh.
That is how you figure that out.
Saga?
That is a lot of math.
What's up? Hello, Rose. Thought I'd swing by, see the family. Not a bad time, is it?
Oh, no. I was just, tidying I'm so glad you're visiting again, Saga. But Odin and Tor can't see anyone today.
I was just on the phone with Tor. He invited me over.
Sorry. They had a little too much fun on our trip to Watery and need to rest.
I need an excuse to get in and talk to them. That's too bad. Okay if I say hi to the other residents before I go?
Sure. They always love visitors. Come on in. Not smart to be outside
really
when
is
the sun
striking
goes
me
down.
as there's something going on here.
I always dreamed of living in a haunted Victorian manor.
You say that like it's your first time here.
Here's some of our residents, or as I like to call them, our little Vikings. Look who swung by, everyone. Norman, clothes. Norman, we have
Ain't a party
visitor.
till there's an old
Where
man
are
in
your
a towel.
clothes?
I'm headed back to the sauna with Artie.
Just another day in Valhalla.
I should really get back to work, Saga. But feel free to spend some time with Mandy May and Norman here. It's good for them to have company.
Tor and Odin are here somewhere. Need to find them.
Are you planning to go watch the...
So we're going to find something out about Rose coming up here. And thinking about it, I think I totally forgot her, but I think She was in the first game. If anybody can correct me on this, but she was in the first game, wasn't she? She was a person who she was the reason I believe we went to the trailer park when I think we were looking for the clicker at that point in time in the first game. It's been a little bit since I played the first game, and she was a very minor part.
The dark place. A dimension that's home to monsters.
Excuse me.
Wild stuff.
But yeah, if anybody remembers exactly, let me know. But I think, for some reason, something about this, the name just clicked in my head.
Yes.
God, I love this board. Like it fills that, like, what is it? Is it dopamine? Is that what or is it serotonin? Whatever, just like drawing the connections and everything. If there's another game that had something similar, Phantom Doctrine, if anybody remembers that game, was very, very similar to this, I think. In just how it feels to kind of complete this evidence board. But I still feel like there could just be something a little bit more to this functionality. Really, the whole mind place thing, I mean, that's a overused thing in detective games, Mind Palace or whatever. And Heavy Rain did it. There was a Don't Nod game that I think was really big with it. I've got it up on my board. I gotta relook at the title. But yeah, this is something that a lot of detective games use, a sort of like mind place thing that I think it's a little overused. But I do like the concept of, drawing connections on a big cork board and everything. I don't know. I just think it could be like with a lot of the things that we do here in the mind place. I think it could be utilized better.
I need to get the clicker to wake and close this damn case before my family gets dragged any further into it.
Kind of like when you do the profiling sort of stuff, which we'll do a little bit later in the video. There's a cool idea there. We're
That's
not
a fascinating
going
network,
100%
Mandy
into
May.
it.
What's your inspiration?
I don't know. It is what it wants to be. Taking a break from making those little ornaments for Rose. Do you knit?
I dabbled when I was pregnant. Socks, mittens, the usual stuff.
Oh, how about knitting me some underwear?
One more crude remark from you, Norman, and I'll put this needle in your ear.
Do either of
There's
you know
something
where I
creepy
could
about a
find
woman
Tor and
with like
Odin?
bony hands
Odin
knitting.
is sleeping
Does anyone else find that
upstairs. But your
creepy?
grandpa's been acting crazy. He got electrocuted when he smashed the telephone.
Don't make up stories. Tor went loopy and smacked himself in the head with that hammer he's always carrying around.
Tor is hurt. Something's wrong with him. Was Tor hurt badly?
He never let go of that hammer when he got electrocuted. It looked like a bolt of lightning hit him. Wham! Zap!
Thank goodness Blum took the hammer away from him. It's not Tor's hammer, no matter what he keeps saying. Blum has his moments, even if he is a Russian.
Andy May, you can't say stuff like that.
No, Mandy May, you're doing it right. Fear the Russians. Fear the commies. Oh, Christ. I'm trying to remember, did I find anything? Oh, yeah. Something about, Norman took Tor's hammer. Earlier I was talking about how this game just really didn't click with me too much. I don't know, man. I hate saying, oh, I think they tried to make this game too cerebral. But I do. The first Alan Wake was cerebral enough without being pretentious. Like, modern games from the studio just start feeling they're just trying to be pretentious.
Hello, Jaakko.
I love these damn
Looks
things.
like another perfect morning in paradise. I agree, Ilmo. A perfect morning for me to drink this coffee I'm holding. Oh shit, this coffee is shit. Jaakko, did you just drink a regular brand coffee? I did. My perfect morning is ruined. And all because of your shit coffee. If only we could have good coffee. Hey. What? What's that sound? Oh. Ilmo, look, it's the Bright Falls blended organic coffee from Old Deer Diner. Oh, wow. I've heard that the health benefits of this coffee include increased energy, improved eyesight, better lovemaking, and deeper connection to animals. With a thermos
What, does
full
anyone
of
else's
hot
libido
coffee
get
close at
charged
hand,
when they drink
you
their
are
coffee?
always prepared for what comes next. How does it taste, Jaakko? I feel like $1,000,000. Thanks, Old Deer Diner Coffee. Bright Falls blend organic coffee brewed with care right here in the Pacific Northwest from coffee beans that are sourced locally in Puerto Rico. Try it today at Coffee World and the Old Deer Diner, and don't forget to try the delicious brunch special this month only for Deer Fest.
Like, yeah, those guys had to have had just a stupid amount of fun doing that. Oh my god, that had to have been so fun. Right here, you can pause and read these if you'd like. But this stuff, with her being a super Alan Wake fan, Rose was a character in the first game. She was a waitress at the diner who was a Alan Wake super fan at the trailer park and everything. That, yeah, we found her on our journey in the first game. So this is what made me realize, like, wait a minute, Rose was in the first game, which we probably heard earlier in this game, and I just totally forgot. But again, because she was such a minor character. But this is what made me kind of think about that. But no, those Jaakko and Ilmo little tapes, those had to have been so fun to film. And they both play their part perfectly. Like, one of them's trying to overact just a little too much, and the other one is just so deadpan. They just fucking crushed it with those tapes. Every time I find one, it's a joy. And just him in the suit going, oh my gosh. I feel like $1,000,000.
Old gods of Asgard. So Odin and Thor had a band and everything.
Some usual loot goblining. Although, is it? I guess it's not unsafe to keep a whole bunch of bullets in a nursing home. I mean, I'm guessing the elderly don't have access to firearms, so except me, I'm carrying around a sawed-off on my back. You know, that's not weird.
More moonshine. Was this a drunken rampage? This place is a mess. And
Was it
Thor's
a
not
drunken
here.
rampage? Are you
I need to keep looking.
really? I mean, would it surprise you? I love this.
Excuse me, miss. but you don't see me barging into your room while you're performing.
I'm just gonna search your drawers.
Do you? I thought not.
Sorry. Don't mind me.
And now I have to start over.
Come on, Saga. Let's be polite. Shut the door. She's in there, just jazzercising.
Odin's in bad shape. He was drunk and watery. Or is this something more serious? Can you hear me, Odin? Odin Addison? Can you hear me? I need to ask you a couple of questions. Odin? He's in no shape to talk.
And time to profile good old Odin.
Odin's in rough shape. What happened to him?
These are our twilight years. There's darkness in the water. We have our little tricks. And so do you.
What's happening? It's never felt this way before.
You're all grown up, Saga, dearest. And you're back just in time. The forces of darkness are eating away at us. We're too old and weak. You have the power in you, like all Andersons.
What was that? He wasn't a projection. Odin was really here. We were connected. Are they really my family? Is that why this is happening?
I did do a massive double take when I saw him just sitting there
I
instead
found
of
a
Saga.
photograph of you with the cultists. How are you involved?
We're too old for this brand of crazy, but we'll drink with anyone who's offering. The cult's been on our asses to join for years, but we already have our band, and those damn fools don't know what they're dealing with. No wonder they want a pair of legends.
Tor and Odin are not part of the cult. The cult thinks there's something special about Tor and Odin. I'm starting to see it too. I've never connected to someone like this in my mind place before. How is this happening?
I was glad to answer your call. Vikings are born travelers. You are a seer. You can see the truth. But your grandpa will want to tell you more himself. Wouldn't want to steal his thunder. Tor is in danger. You can save him.
Is my mind place more than just a mental technique? Sometimes my mind place even baffles me. Is this the reason? Is there something more than intuition behind it? One thing at a time. Tor is in trouble. Once I help him, he can maybe tell me more. I found Wake's clicker. What can you tell me about it?
Cut off from Tom's lamp. It washed to the shore. Good work getting the light switch. The light switch is like an amp. You can play rock and roll without it, but you won't blow anyone away. Art, like Tom's writing, can change the world, but the light switch will crank that change to 11.
The clicker has the power to change the story. To save Logan. This confirms what Wake said. I can't let Scratch get his hands on the clicker. By Tom's writing, Odin must mean Wake. You said Tor is in danger. What's going on?
Darkness is drawn to the spark. Tor only thinks with his hammer, never his head. The Prince of fucking Darkness is making a comeback. Tor's marked by darkness. I can feel it. Is he in his room? It wants to take him, and then take me. Beware of Cynthia Weaver. Bad things happen in the wellness center. Don't let her drag him under, Saga.
Does Prince of Darkness refer to Scratch? Is Tor becoming taken? I need to find him before it's too late. Stop this before more people get hurt.
Okay, I'm trying to remember exactly how this deduction works. Again, it was what I was saying about the use of the that sort of profiling thing. I just kind of like this. I feel it is an underutilized mechanic in just the amount of times you
The clicker makes
play.
Wake's writing change reality. Can I trust him with that much power? Not sure I have a choice.
It's an underutilized mechanic in the sense that I don't think it's used in the narrative enough.
Tor is not okay. Something is definitely going on here.
But I also think that you could do more in the mechanic, like have to make dialogue choices, have to just do something other than just point and click. Alright, my dudes. Looks like we are almost at the end here, so I want to say, as always, thank you so much for watching. Social media is in the description. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And we'll see you all in the next one. Just make these final connections here. Yeah, Mandy May is knitting, and she's, you know, the whole thing about where we've been finding the lunch boxes kind of gives you the... because she's been making them for Rose. Interesting. But, yeah, like I said, we're going to close out here, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. But until then, guys, I'm out.